All right. Um, Hello. As YouTube changes everything. I'm not super mad at it. I don't mind the darkness. Good morning, Nick. YouTube just changed everything on me. Here's my current screen. Not at all what it used to look like. So we'll see. I guess I'm live. Nick said hi. Rob said hi. Yeah, sorry, a little bit confused there. Everything just changed on me without notice. Yesterday was the same screen it's been for years, and today it's different. Thanks for notification, YouTube. Yep, TQ's been doing great, and UWT, FTNT looks like it was gapping up here. Let's see if we're gonna rally up here. UWT, huh? Okay, that's not too bad coming out of lows. Look at all that volume. It's a crap ton of volume here. That's pretty good. Little inverted head and shoulders. Yeah, that's not bad at all. All right, let's see. Fortinet moving up a little bit. INSG lower. Illumina lower. Trade Desk had a pretty good day yesterday. Looks like off to a little bit of a good start this morning. We'll see. Got to let things settle down a little bit to really kind of see what's going on. Fortinet 0.36% was up like 0.6%, 0.56% yesterday. Hopefully it can maintain that throughout the day today. We'll see. Amarin, O'Reilly, and what else do we got? Yeah. TQQQ's been doing good. The NASDAQ starting in highs off this morning. You can see we don't have any major downside. Yesterday, this downside, I believe, came in towards the morning. Or maybe it was the day before. I don't know. Okay, yesterday is the day before this day. Started off going higher, coming all the way lower, then coming back. Yesterday, pretty much a shot straight up. We had an outside day. Okay, we had that outside day right here. Remember we talked about that? Wow, that was that many days ago? I didn't think that was that long ago. But that outside day changed us into this little uptrend here. We were kind of meandering about. Now we're meandering a little bit of a more aggressive angle. No big gap between lows here today. We'll see if that holds. We may reverse and course here and try to fill that and then bounce back. It looks like it's a pretty solid, mainly a solid channel. This day held the lows like this, but I don't know. We'll see if we get it today. Maybe, maybe not. AEYE coming out of lows. This pattern here bouncing off the 200-day moving average. Looks like it. No major volumes, obviously, as of yet down here. Acacia Communications doing good. Diamond Offshore doing very good. Off to a great start today after a rip and roaring day yesterday. PCTY. Match.com sitting there right towards all-time highs. I would definitely anticipate that to continue. This one does have earnings coming up. 5-7. So that breakout day volume right there was pretty good, even with the reversal. It was pretty short-lived and then on into new highs. So good there. Stars up another 1%. Very good 2 days out of this little consolidation. Remember that. That's off to a good start today, 1.1%. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Yeah, I bought an option on that day, even a little extended. And when I looked yesterday, I was up like 160% in that option. So that worked out really good. Hopefully it'll keep going. Where it stops, maybe right there. Maybe we get up here towards the 216 level, which is about another $10 in. Hold on a second. All right. Match.com up 2%. We're getting right there towards right at all-time highs right now. So that's definitely a breakout for Match. Not sure if we can call volume yet. Obviously, it's only been 3 minutes. Decent volume so far. Obviously, the first minute of the day is going to be probably one of the most aggressive. And you can see we generally don't get that aggressive volume. So that's pretty good so far. We have a good first bar here. This one gets choppy. Good first bar there, and then we start dropping. So we'll see how this first bar goes in Match.com. There's another potential trade there for this one to get an all-time highs. Again, with earnings coming up on 5/8. So maybe we'll get a run into earnings. It's hard to say exactly how much, but could get a run into earnings. Twilio. Noted yesterday was pulling back pretty good. Volume ended up And definitely with earnings coming up. 4:30. Speaking of earnings, Tesla earnings I think are tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, everyone's shorting the crap out of this into earnings. Yeah, tomorrow after market, getting right down towards 260 again, which was a recent floor. I'm not a huge fan of it coming back and testing it this many times. I mean, best case scenario. I mean, look at that. You got pretty clear support there at 250. Best case scenario here on Tesla is, wow. Oh no, it's going to have to do something spectacular. This is a lot of pressure. This is a lot of pressure on Tesla. Here's what happened at Tesla's Investor Day. Oh, is that a thing? I know that was a thing. Interesting. We'll have robo-taxis on the road within the next year. That's weird. Promises robo-taxis. Has he ever talked about robo-taxis before, or is this like a new thing? He's like, we can't sell cars, so we'll just lease them by the mile, I guess. That's weird. Bottom on the volume 2 screens. Is that a little bit better? Sorry, I just saw your comment there, Rob. A full 2 minutes ago. What's up, TA? So, pretty intriguing by the Tesla's just jumping into autonomous cars all of a sudden. Weird. I'm not a Tesla naysayer, but that does sound a little bit like desperation. Because there's been a thing about inventory on the Model 3, and so now he's going to come out saying that he's going to put out taxis. Well, pretty sure he's got to have a couple of thousand cars sitting aside to have taxis. So I wonder if that's a little more. You can read the top ones though. Hold on, maybe it's my. Oh, it's my. Okay, never mind. It's not. It's the actual screen. There you go. Sorry about that. That should be a little bit better for you. I was doing something else with my software yesterday, so I adjusted the screen and it messed it up. Sorry about that. I thought you meant this was narrow, so I was trying to do this, and I'm like, wait a minute. If you can see these, then oh wait a minute, maybe it's the other thing. Anyway, Nasdaq looks like it's going into new highs again, 0.23%. Man, this market is rocking. Nothing wrong here at all. But man, Tesla's in trouble. My wife's account could be devastated in 2 days, and she may divorce me. Anyone want a slightly used wife, middle-aged? Oh, Twitter's up 12%. Holy shite! Earnings on Twitter broke out. Doubled or halved estimation. Somehow doubled or did good on its price though. Garbage action. Remember back here since basically 9 months ago on that huge gap down, and now we're back above that. Maybe a gap fill to 41.63. The stock still isn't healthy, but Definitely getting out of this trend. Been waiting for a lot of different things to break on Twitter so much so we kind of stopped following it. But a seat on the top of our list today. I'm not sure if I'm willing to jump back into Twitter yet, though. Riot, good day today, up 6%. Hey, what's up, Eli? Roku doing okay today, gapping up a little bit. CDNS, Grub. Looks like it's trying to come back. They've got earnings probably today, the looks of it. 25 in 2 days after market. So Roku potentially, or I'm sorry, Grub. Grub with a trend line here, potentially trying to get back into the good graces of the market, but so far it's just been unable to do so. Funko, earnings coming up, living lower. Vips. Vips is, whatever Vips is. Vips has been trying to kind of stair-step its way higher, and it looks like it may be trying to break a little trend line here sometime soon. If it breaks, there's a little shelf of price right here. If it breaks that, maybe it'll see it right there. Basically the $8 level. It's almost there. If it breaks above that, 8.10 seems to be a little spike high. But if it gets past the $8 level, that would be the break of this. And then we're at least going to test this trend line, and maybe up beyond that. You can see it had a couple of other similar looking price action, sections here. Yeah, Eli, I was just talking about Tesla. I think it was just finishing up probably as you were logging on. It's in a pretty ominous spot in the chart, number one. And one thing I was thinking but didn't really say earlier, Tesla, with the NASDAQ sitting here at all-time highs, and Tesla's not, I don't like that generally. That's you. I mean, this thing is pointing in the wrong direction. Now, you could argue it's a falling wedge. You could argue something else. You could argue a lot of things. Earnings are coming up tomorrow after market close. That's going to be huge for Tesla. You could find yourself at 200. You could find yourself at 350. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen with Tesla there, but yeah, it's hugging this recent support of 260 currently. But yeah, getting down to, yeah, that's a pretty good pattern. Pretty good pattern name for that one. I was telling, if anybody wants a slightly used wife, middle-aged, good earner, pulls her weight in the fields, there you go. She may divorce me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Okay, moving on. Manitowoc, something I've got highlighted. Doing pretty good here. Past few days there. Oh, good volume yesterday and the day before. Nice. Does this qualify as a cup and handle? Looks like it qualifies as some sort of a cup. 41% upside. And 19% downside. Almost qualifies as a flat base. And decent volume on the right side here in the past couple of days. So this could be pretty decent. Could be pretty decent. All right, let's see what my my Fortnite is lower. Oh, it dipped lower into the negative. Down 1% now. Fortnite giving some of that up. Not really doing so good. I'm not very happy with that action. Market trying to make highs. Fortnite definitely underperforming. It's not what I want out of a leading stock. Out of a buy point on CPG. Well, there's a little tiny consolidation here, 2.5%. I don't know if we're out of it. We're definitely slightly extended. This would not be a traditional buy point. This would kind of be a little mini add-on point due to the little consolidation. But yeah, I think you could take a position in it. It's up pretty far from this base, though. It's actually in profit-taking territory of 20 to 25%, but it's not a properly formed base anyway. This would be a bottom reversal, so I haven't seen any statistics like that from IBD at least, from a reversal and when to take profits. But things tend to pull back after 20 to 25%. Although I will say this, we only had three, four days to get up here, and then it kind of meandered up a little bit more. But so far it hasn't completely broken any kind of downtrend. Is excellent volume down here though. So there's a potential for some pretty good gains. I don't know anything about this stock. What's it? Oh, Crescent Point or something? Oh, Crescent Point. There it is. You can see it better here. Crescent Point. Yeah, I have no idea what they are. Um, Looks like it's pulling back a little bit here. Maybe give it a little bit of room. See if it's gonna pull back a little bit. Just give it a little bit of space this morning, probably. Twilio. This one doesn't want any space. Bouncing off the 50-day moving average. That's good. That's good right there. INSG bouncing back a little bit. Not much though. EDU trade. Oh, trade desk. Of course you're coming in on elevated volume after yesterday, you son of a bitch. Of course you're doing that. Oh, looks like I never took a position. I thought I was going to buy this one yesterday. I did not. Okay, well, that's good. Look at that volume stepping in this morning on trade desk. Failed a little breakout. Oh, that's why, with the hold rating. Needham and Company initiates coverage on the trade desk with a hold rating. Some stupid analyst. Anyway, so maybe a pullback could be used here as a potential entry point, but that's quite a bit of volume, and let that calm down a little bit first. All right, guys, hold on a couple of minutes. I'm going to step out and do something real quick. I got to get some water and do something else. Give me about 3-4 minutes. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Had to go water my concrete. I like saying that because it sounds absurd. But that's literally what I went and did real quick. I didn't do it this morning. Supposed to water concrete. Makes it cure harder, apparently. All right, trade desk pulling in. Still pulling in a little bit. Slight little bottoming candle. We'll see how that one works out. NASDAQ 0.45%. I'm loving it. Looking really good there. Twitter up 12. Riot 8.25% now. Is up 6 a little bit ago. ABG. Oh, you're selling in a little bit. GNC. All right, let's go through some daily movers. Hasbro. Toys are making a comeback. People are buying toys again, ladies and gentlemen. You can now buy Transformers again. Earnings. Oh, they actually made money. That's why they're gapping up. That's a pretty big gap for a damn toy company. Let's look at this thing on the weekly chart. Oh, wow, this thing's been on a tear. Wow, from $8 to $108 in the year 2000. So if you put, wow, that's pretty good. $8 to, that's like really good. You just buy some freaking toys and shut up. Look at that. A big trough right there in 2008, like everything else. But then look at that. Right back a year and a half later. And then make another trough and then just starts going up. And now we have another base. So, yeah, I guess if you want to make a crap ton of money really slowly, go ahead and get you some Hasbro. That's crazy. I've never even looked at that chart like that. That's crazy. All right, Twitter up there. KSS, Kohl's. I don't know if I want to invest in Kohl's. Looks like a head and shoulders pattern. LMT, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, Lockheed Martin. Not bad. Pretty deep right there, but definitely I got to re-up myself on a couple of patterns. I just thought about a shakeout plus 3, but I'm not sure if that's what it is. NOG, Northern Oil and Gas. What's up, babe? Northern Oil and Gas here. Not sure if this... Nice little shelf of price action right across there. It's flirting with it this morning. So oil company up to highs here is 57%. That's just up to these highs here. I don't know about all this stuff. I'm not sure about the 30s from $2.85, but need to do a little more fundamental research, but that's a good gap today. This isn't really helping us very much. RRC, GPC. Okay, graphic packaging. They've got a little ascending triangle that they're breaking out of here today. Volume appears pretty good so far. It is on earnings. They beat earnings. So without knowing anything else other than that, this looks pretty decent. Probably consider this a cup and handle or a flat base depending on the depth. And it looks like it would be considered a flat base. So you could be looking at a 20% rise here for GPAC today, up 4%. Maybe up to like $16, give or take. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe it gets there like this, though. Interesting. Graphic packaging. Not sure if I've heard of these guys before. Earnings are priced in on Tesla? Maybe. The problem with Tesla is it's so heavily shorted. I get to see people getting more into the shorts right now. Let me go to FinViz and pull up the short interest on Tesla. 25.27%, so it's gone back up. Short ratio is 3.73, which means it'll take about 4 days to cover all those shares. Yeah, it could be another place to buy just grabbing it. Um, be honest with you, Eli, we were talking a little bit ago about Tesla, and it was talking about robo taxis. Eli's now talking about some effing robo taxis. That is weird to me. I just I gotta say it, that's just weird to me. I don't know how long this has been a thing. I don't remember 1 mil. What? See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about this. Doesn't that just seem weird? I want your take on that, Eli. I mean, it just seems all of a sudden now he's going to be freaking um, competing with Uber and Lyft. Oh, he's using other people. Okay. The company to operate robo taxis in the next year. No, I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility. I mean, I definitely understand it's under the realm of possibility, but it's he's never talked a lot about it and making it like a thing. I think I remember him mentioning once or twice that customers can use their cars as robo taxis, but not that Tesla is going to do it. Robotaxi would last 11 years, drive 1 million miles, and make 30,000 gross profit per year annually. This is my argue for. This is my. This is my argument, not against Musk, but this is what everyone argues against Musk, and I say you just have to understand this about him. And he says the only criticism, and it's a fair one. Sometimes I'm not on time, but I get it done. That's basically my argument about him. All right. That's why I wanted to ask you. I wanted a second opinion on this, at least a second opinion, because it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the way the technicals are looking on the stock right now. I know we're at support sitting down at 250 again, but the more times you test a trend line, the more likely it is to fail. And then there's been inventory concerns coming out, and the company announced a little bit slower sales, and now he's announcing he's going to stack up these robo taxis. Just seems a little bit like he's making an excuse. Okay. All right. Babe, buy more Tesla. Anyway, cool. All right, GPK here. Yeah, pretty interesting this morning. A ton of volume. If if Elon Musk can make auto taxis a thing, like a real thing, um, and make $30,000 per car per year in the U.S., I mean, that would be a game changer. It's basically buy this thing and cut taxi prices probably in half. Well, I think you run a couple of risks. Number one, you run the risk that someone's going to steal your car. Because think about it, if you have if you've got a pretty smart thief, um, although it's a Tesla, it's not like buying a Ford or something. But if you think about it, and you're a really smart thief, you just hail this $75,000. It's probably gonna do a Model 3, so $35,000 car. It comes to you, and then you put it on jack stand so it can't drive away, and then you disconnect the battery, and now you have yourself a Tesla, and you can recycle it for parts and shit like that. I think that's kind of funny. I'm waiting for the first story of that to come out with an autonomous taxi. I think that's funny. You can sell the wheels, probably sell the battery to Panasonic or something. That's the thing. I don't know what to do with the battery and the drive chain and stuff. Yeah, I know. I know. They'll figure it out. Trust me. Trust me. You will see Tesla's just stolen. Trust me. It's $35,000 on wheels. It will happen. And then they will sell the rims. They will they'll pawn the hoods. I mean, trust me. You got an unattended $35,000 thing rolling around. It's going to get off of those wheels at some point. I'm not saying it's going to happen by the millions of cars, but I'm waiting for that first news article. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay, so GPK not looking too bad here. One of our movers this morning. MATNOG. We noted they were coming up to a resistance point. CDNS. BARF. ESV. The company's ticker was BRF, so I called them BARF. Also, their name was BARF. So, if you're wondering why I said BARF right there, that was due to a ticker symbol and the company's name. SE. What is this? What is this? This looks pretty. What is this? I have no idea what this is. SE. C Limited ADS. So it is a foreign company. Singapore-based company develops an internet platform consisting of digital entertainment e-commerce. 99 relative strength rating, 72 composite rating. It's on the terms of Google, IAC, Match.com. Earnings suck. Composite rating 72. Earnings are negative 57%. EPS change last quarter. Sales are 127%, which is good. Pre-tax margins negative 100%. 11% change in funds owning stock is pretty good. Decent. Accumulation distribution is A minus, up down to 1.2. Okay, I guess it can do some stuff. Does this qualify as a high tide flag? Ooh. I want to see 25, so let's go to 12.5. Let's just call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. A high tide flag, I believe, is 3 weeks. So it doesn't quite qualify as a high tide flag. It's the closest I've seen in a while, though. Okay, where are you? Come on. Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. After a sharp pullback, it's good to see a stock consolidate for 2 or 3 weeks to shake out weak holders. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Well, how did I get into a V-shaped base? I was looking at high tide flag. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to read here. Four to 8 weeks. So this probably qualifies as a high tide flag. It's 80 to 120%. If I'm 100, they're saying 100 to 120%. I've seen them revise that to down in the past. So if you take this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, definitely within 4 to 8 weeks, and a breakout here. These are some of the best breakouts in the market, bar none. Bar none. Okay, and I have a huge note on my desk saying to master high tide flags. So, all right, first thing I'm going to do is create an alert so at least I try not to miss it. Look at NASDAQ rocking into new highs right here, 0.67%. Bam! Let's come back. Oh, let's put SE on our actionable list because it's definitely actionable. up 3% today. Got to wait for the breakout on these, but this is a high tight flag, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what they mentioned about a consolidation. I think they only mentioned a few weeks. We may be getting a little long in the tooth for a high tight flag, but let's. Yeah, it says for 3 to 5 weeks, so we're definitely past that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are a little bit extended for a high tight flag. So it doesn't technically meet perfect criteria, but the consolidation is very tight. If nothing else, it's at least a first stage base. And it's 14% deep, so it meets that criteria. So yeah, maybe it's just a first stage base and not a high tight flag. But the NASDAQ is going for it here, guys. 0.75%. That's launching. All right, I got to put money to work. If I can't find something, then I got to put it in the damn NASDAQ. As a matter of fact, I think I may do that anyways. It's going for it here, guys. That's a good move. That is a good move. Let's see what it's doing. Is it going to pull back here? Looks like a little bit of wrestling. I like this setup right here. That's pretty nice. Look, yesterday's volume was pretty tepid. Look at that. It was pretty low. And we're already at half of yesterday's volume, half an hour into the day. That's pretty good. Let's look at the look at the net. Look at that volume, man. Woo. That's good. Look at it sustaining too. You out of here, Eli? Have a good one, dude. Fortinet getting back up 0.42. Let's go check out a couple other stocks. Close to pulling triggers on TQQQ there for additional position. I don't have anything that I really saw worth putting additional capital in right now, but if the TQs are going to move, I'll take it. Match.com failing a little bit at new highs. ESNT trying to work its way out of a double bottom pattern here. We've been kind of all over this one. Looks like squeezing up, earnings are coming up, which is probably why it's been a little low. Boot. Twilio, a little bit of consolidation to some of these recent gainers, recent leading stocks. STZ, looks like it pulled back. Of course, I talked about my gains. Now they're slowing down. I may reduce my position here a little bit, take some of that profit off the table here. Hack, INSG. So I wonder what's making all-time highs today. I should have a screen for that is what I should do. Looks like Rob's got a question about ANTM. Undervalued. Oh, Anthem. I believe this is a pharmaceutical company. Something must have happened. That's a pretty substantial drop. I think we saw this. I think this was a drug phase 3 fail or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm opening, when I click that, it opens it in a new window, so I'm going to expand the news here. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we had this drop over here. It was 411. Let me see if I have news going back there. Okay, so on 412, 411, Anthem down 7% on pace for largest decrease. Health insurance. United drops 5% today and hits 52-week low. Price target cut on the 17th, which was that bottom. See what I talk about those damn analysts? Price target cut right there. Motherfucker. I'm telling you, these analysts, all they do is just scare people out of the fucking positions. It pisses me off. I hate it. I hate it. Look at that. That's the day the analysts come out. Bullshit. Freaking hate it. Anthem price target announced at $294 a share by UBS today. Barclays maintains overweight on Anthem, lowers price target to 316, price target to blah, blah, blah. That's stupid. Okay, yeah, so I don't know what this is. This isn't my type of thing to buy typically there, Rob. I don't do this. I don't know when this is going to bounce back. It does have earnings coming up, though, tomorrow before market. So today's your last day to get in if you want to take any kind of a position. You may as well wait until after earnings report and see what's going to happen. It could just gap down further. The Nasdaq's here at all-time highs. This stock is diving into the dirt. I don't know if I'd be super into this stock right now. Not my cup of tea. I like to buy things that are at least have an expectation to go higher. I don't do these kinds of. See, it's under the 208. It's under all of our moving averages right here. It's just under everything. So it could bounce into the 200-day, it could bounce into the 50-day and fail. Now it has overhead resistance. So I would have caution here. All right. STZ stalling, we mentioned that a little bit. Fortinet, our breakout stock, failing at new highs, but luckily not in spectacular fashion. We do have earnings coming up, 5/2, so a little bit of time for it to do something. But it probably will just meander about. Hopefully it'll get a little bit higher here. Let's get back to daily movers. Hasbro taking over Twitter. It's like Twitter falling off is what's happening there. Oh, no, it's not. Hasbro just gaining a little bit more. All right, KSS. So Roku, GPK getting with it. This one we said can easily go up to $16. That would be about 20% from here. Has pretty good volume today. Probably good enough for a breakout volume. Yeah, see, it's already at average volume is 3.8 million shares. You'll see right there and right there. And we're already at 1.6. We're already at 50% of volume. It needs 140% to be a breakout. And this is breakout volume right here on this GPK. Oh, not so bad. Going out to, yeah. Let's go look at the earnings on GPK. Let's go to IBD and check it out. I mean, as it's rip-roaring high, I got to make a decision quick here. It's number 4 in this industry group. Makes paperboard packaging products for companies in the food, beverage, housing product. 11% EPS change last quarter. EPS due today. I'm not sure if that's updated in all of this information or not. I don't know. Relative strength is only 37. This could change that RS ranking today. I could take a smaller trade on it if I really wanted to. It's ripping and roaring. It looks like my options are still okay. It's definitely not a very followed stock. Oh, I just started the damn thing over again. Yeah, let's do it. All right. September 12.5. Looks like it's pulling back a little bit here. I'll wait for it to pause. That's a pretty good day right there. Look at that volume on that bottoming day. Bam! And they get earnings and they start gapping up and they're not stopping. I like it. All right. I just bought that thing. Let's see. I bought it out to September, so I got some time. Doesn't look like it likes to maintain huge rallies, so it'll probably pull back at some point. It may start pulling back now. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, though. Earnings were pretty good in a packaging company, so let's see what PKG is doing. I think they're the leader of the group. They're maintaining. GPK. It's leading us here today. Okay, that's interesting. All right, guys. SE. This is our new one. You know, potential high tight flag, but like I said, it's a little bit long in the base, and it's also with the secondary pullback here. Probably already failed the high tight. This was probably our high tight flag. It failed that. Now it's just a normal base, but it is a nice base. Let's check out SE again, and then I'm going to bounce out of here. I got a bunch of grunt work to go do real quick. Yeah, again, earnings aren't very great. Relative strength rating is really good at 99. Obviously, that huge 100% run is going to put it in the top rungs of stocks no matter what. Market cap's $8 billion. 13% change in funds owning stock. Accumulation distribution A-. So technically, it's very good. I'm not sure if it's a turnaround play or exactly what the impetus is here for that, but yeah, I don't know anything about this. C Limited A. A Singapore-based company develops an internet platform consisting of digital entertainment. So maybe it's just getting really popular, I guess. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. But this one's an interesting new find. This one in GPK. GPK pulling today out of a base. I like this one. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day. Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.